Scary Hand. Excerpt. The Scary Hand is a funny scary story about a little girl who is terrified of a hairy black hand that comes through her window at night. One night, a little girl's parents went out and left her home alone. She turned off the lights and went to bed, but she couldn't fall asleep. When the clock struck midnight, the girl suddenly heard a noise at her bedroom window. As she watched in horror, a big hairy hand reached through the window and she heard a deep voice growling, "Give me bread." The little girl was very frightened. She ran to the kitchen and grabbed a loaf of bread. She ran back to her bedroom, gave the bread to the hairy hand, and it vanished as suddenly as it had appeared. The girl stayed up all night, sitting in the corner and trembling with fear. She was afraid to go to sleep in case the hairy hand appeared again. In the morning, when her parents came home, she told them what she had seen, but they didn't believe her. The girl insisted that it was not a dream. That night, the little girl was afraid to sleep alone. To calm her down, her mother decided to sleep in the bed with her and keep her company. The clock struck midnight and again a black hairy hand appeared in the window. They heard the same eerie voice growling, "Give me bread." The girl and her mother were very scared and they quickly gave the hairy hand a loaf of bread. The hand disappeared and the little girl and her mother hugged each other tight and stayed trembling under a blanket until the morning. They told the father what they had seen and he immediately called the police. That night, 3 policemen arrived, armed with guns. They went upstairs and hid under the girl's bed. The policemen warned the family that, under no circumstances were they to give the black hairy hand any bread. Once again, the clock struck midnight and once again, the black hairy hand reached through the window and a deep voice growled, "Give me bread." No one moved. The voice roared even louder, "Give me bread." There was an uneasy silence. The voice howled even louder, "Give me bread." The police quietly crawled out from under the bed and aimed their guns at the window while the little girl and her family cowered in the corner, trembling with fear. Just then, a hairy black monkey poked his head through the window and looked around. "What happened?" he asked innocently. "Did you run out of bread?"